All right, good morning. Good morning. Welcome to another session of Before You Take the Trade. I am looking for my iPad. I know I had it somewhere near here. Give me a second. Let's go ahead and go to the chart. All right, found it. All right, so um, yeah, we were on a little bit of a downtrend. It looked like it recovered it. We're probably going to play to the upside a little bit more. Probably some consolidation. I don't know exactly what's probably going to happen, but it just looks a little funky because the dollar tried to strengthen up and is doing its best imitation of being a bullish dollar, and you can see that on the lower right corner. But it's just not taking over the market. So that said, we could see oil's dropping, which is looking solid. Gold looked like it's starting to recover a little bit. Maybe that's what's putting a little pressure on the dollar. Yeah, muted all my noise in the background. Trying not to annoy y'all because sometimes my thing can kind of pop off. Just waiting for my alerts to kind of come in. So that's just a lot that's going to be happening. So let's go ahead and start talking about the Nasdaq in itself, right? So the Nasdaq as a whole, it looks really good where it is right now. Could do like that upside down H action, and then start to really explode to that upside. Very possible, but we'll see exactly what happens with that one. Another one. Oh, actually, you know what? I did forget. I was going to let everybody know I am online. Let me go and let them know. We are live. And let me go grab the link so everybody can find me. It's over at the studio. All right, there it is. Get shareable link. All right, perfect. Wrong one. No, there we go. As soon as it, boom, there we go. There we go. Works out. All right. All right, so we could do this upside down H type of action where it starts to like act like it's going to start to come down, kind of give you that M type of pattern, and then it kind of scoops right back up and pushes back up. So if we get deeper into the chart, you could see here that we are making that pattern right now. It's like we had a nice little up, kind of made a pull, bull flag breakout. Maybe we could go ahead and put a trend line across here. This will be your bull flag breakout, something like that. For you to get those breakouts, you need a micro trend to take over. Here's your micro trend. Does it hold? They are trying to hold it above here on this 15-minute 200 EMA. Um, I would say consolidation. Lots of barcoding, lots of, they're trying to figure out what they're going to do with the stock and everything else. So, generally speaking, maybe we just sit on our hands. Let the volume come in. Don't do nothing reckless. And we're probably going to find some spots there. Oh, I forgot. I'm over here doing a lot of talking, and I got a lot of a lot of stuff to cover. So let's go into oil. So this is CL. CL after that contract expiration. And I kind of pointed this out to y'all. I had a nice day. This thing has been on this downslide. Now it looks like a lower H, which actually yesterday they made me really mad. I was looking for them to break this area out, which they started to, and then it started pushing up. We got into like that 79, and I was like, okay, maybe I don't see what I thought I saw, and it did not do a breakout. It just went ahead and retraced. So what I'm upset about is that now it looks like roughly around 5 a.m. Now it's making the move that it's supposed to be doing. So maybe we get a nice little breakout to the downside. If we come over to the 2 hour, maybe they're coming for actually, yeah, we're in a very key level. Maybe they're coming for this here. Probably get to 76.31. Maybe we could play some oil to 76.31. That'll be a little bit fun. Let's go ahead and keep this going. Next one is gold. So gold has been doing some pullback as well, and you could kind of see this. Maybe it makes a W pattern and start to push up. Possibly, if it could make a nice little push up here, I could see gold getting back to the 50 EMA on the 2 hour. Let's come down to the lower time frame. Let's see what the 1 hour is doing right now. It looks like the 1 hour is using the 50 EMA as like a rejection area and probably making that downtrend to continue down. That's what it looks like right now. Quite a bit of dojis, a lot of consolidation here. So just make sure that it's actually maybe even box this area out, and maybe if it's trying to get under 2400 because they really didn't like it at 30, 23.9 D 2385. So that's why we're up here, but it looks like there's no buyers here to help push it any further. So if that's the case, we may get a nice little push to the downside. Let's go over to silver. Silver has been attached to gold a little bit, and it does look like they're trying to get that same type of action. But look at those candles. The candles are doing almost the same thing. Doji, 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 like three dojis in a row. So I think they are attached right now. If silver falls, maybe kind of keep yourself on alert. If it breaks a key level, it might just drag gold down with it. All right. British pound. Let's go over to British pound. You already know this one follows the market. It goes up, they go up. Right now, the British pound is hitting some type of level of support. Nice little pickup right there, roughly around that 1.28393, and it's creating an uptrend. If this candle can get above the 200 and the 50 EMA, they may just fail to bring that death cross into it and start to really dump. It might just continue to the upside. And if it does come to the upside, you're probably going to get a very bullish run out of the market. All right. Natural gas, I kind of gave some warnings about natural gas. We're not ready for natural gas. So this thing did look like a little bit of a bull trap. And they did trap them inside of here. And it did a nice little drop here. So nice little recovery. Maybe get back to the 50 EMA. One more drop. Maybe get into this gap here around 180, 1.839. That'll probably be a good spot for me to take natural gas. And this is something that's more towards the winter as we get into those colder seasons. So just keep an eye on natural gas. Russell really did well throughout the day yesterday. I thought it was going to be like three red crows and it just dumps and it just continues down, but no. On the lower time frame, if we look at it, it just started building a nice little base, rallied back up, and it just pushed right back up. Another one that kind of looks like that H pattern, as if it's going to go ahead and continue to the upside. If it actually makes that continuation to the upside, it would be great because then it should give a little bit of a signal on where NQ is going to go. But if it doesn't, you could get yourself a nice little push to that downside and break down, maybe even get under the 200 EMA. Now, we have recently tested that 200 EMA. That's that blue line right there. If that breaks down, it's going to look stronger like an M pattern on the higher time frames as well. So look out for that one right there. And then the last one, that is the dollar. Let's go ahead and take a look at the dollar. It's trying. It's really trying. Now, when I looked at it on a daily, I was like, there's just no way. But it's starting to look like an inverse head and shoulder here, as if they're going to go ahead and try to recover the whole dollar. Here's your first shoulder, here's your head, and here's another one right here. So could this been a liquidation sweep that they were just trying to get as much money out of the market as possible? That's a possibility because you need liquidity for it to move to certain levels. So as we starting to break out here, does the dollar put in a golden cross? All right. That might be the case. That might be the case. All right. So that is that. Let's go ahead and start looking at the chart as a whole. Let's go back over to NQ and see what's going to happen. So that's the recap of what I'm seeing in the market. And we'll see where we find some trades. Right now, we got like 5 minutes until the market opens. We're probably going to go ahead and set up for the orb. Oh my God, yesterday's orb was ridiculous. It was just dancing back and forth. Actually, since we got 5 minutes, I'm gonna break this down for y'all. Where are you? Where are you? I think it was this doji. Yep, that doji. So here's our breakout here, and here's our breakout there. Let me change this both to yellow. Oh, I can't do it like that. All right, fine, fair enough. So there's this one and this one. And what ended up happening, it really looked like we was going to break out to the upside. It really did. And every time, it just kept on getting smacked down. I kind of had a trend line like this. And I was telling my wife, I was like, well, if they're going to go ahead and keep on smacking it like this, and then we're wedging like this, there's going to be an explosion eventually. And this was that explosion to that downside. But geez, did it recover. It just recovered straight right back up. And I have no idea why. Because I thought when we failed this side, we break out of here, it'll never come back. Maybe a retest and then dump again. But you could see we had a nice little micro trend that happened here. One here, and then one here, and that's the one we kind of rode towards the afternoon and never came back. So very interesting where we are right now, especially that we came back into here and then over the London and Asian session, there was like, yeah, nope, Mas, we're gonna go ahead and dump it back down. That's what made me very curious on this orb itself. Like, I don't like to use old data that much, but this one is probably one I'm going to keep because just to see how the market is thinking right now. Coming into today, you could see we got to the bottom of that area again, and we just pushed right back up after the Asians try to push it down. It looks like roughly around 3 o'clock in the morning that they just started picking it up during the London session. They just could not dump it. A lot of liquidations happening there. So that's going to be very interesting. Oh, look at that! That 15 minute got a little bit of a hammer there. Yeah, this thing might be very, very cute. Let me log into my paper trade so I can have this on the screen for you. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, haha, I forgot. I do have one of my paper trades going on right now. One of my alerts came in and I was testing it. So we'll play with that one as well. Oh, actually, you know what? I just remember we can have different accounts. Yes. Let's go with that one. Just to kind of toy around. I have that one on another screen. Well, I'll deal with that one and I'll explain that one later. Oh yeah, this thing's looking like a hammer, as if we're gonna go ahead and dump first. Oh, I'm not logged into my Tradeovate. All right, I'm gonna skip that idea because I was gonna go ahead and play that down, but I'm not logged in, and I don't want to feel like I'm rushed. We're gonna leave that. I do have a small position on the downside that I've been holding on. I'm probably gonna swing it throughout the whole day. My stop loss is roughly around this area here, and I'm thinking that we're gonna come down. So we'll see. Well, we will see. I'm gonna lower the leverage here. I don't want to scare y'all. Let's put this at one. Oh yeah, this thing looks like they are going to dump it. That is a strong hammer at a resistance level. Let's see if they can take it over and then get some volume there. Oh, that was kind of muted. I'm thinking it was going to be something epic. Come on, 9:30. Sorry about the background noise. The kids are over there playing. Can't wait for school to start again. I was eyeballing UNH and one of my alerts just came in. I'm gonna just tap in real quick in here, checking out UNH. UNH as a whole has been really, really pushing. So I think that they're going to try to hold this above the gap. So if you want to keep an eye on UNH, you can. But this one, I'm looking forward to kind of start showing signs of reversal. I'll probably come back to it at like 9:30. Back to NQ. All right, so we hammered. Like they really trying to like hammer this thing down. 15 minutes in the bottom side of this Stoke RSI, which is not a good sign. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and see if this thing can go ahead and come down to the downside here. We'll see what happens. Something along the lines of that. They're gonna try to recapture this area, this wick here. They're trying to hit the brakes on it, but I just don't think they have it. Yeah, what I should have did around that. Let's see, this is 9:30. I should have just jumped in a little bit more on this, and it's probably going to go ahead and probably come down. If it can break 924, it should be done, but we'll see what happens. I got 122 tick stop loss here. I'm looking for it at least to get to the bottom here, probably bring it back to that 1983. Um, but again, this is the stock market. It can do whatever it wants. So just be conscious of your levels and what you're looking for and what your targets are. It look like they're trying to accumulate on top of this 200 EMA here. Yeah, you see, they just pushed me in. They just pushed me into the red. Yeah, and the feeling it was going to toy. Because when I saw we didn't just break all the way down after that strong impulsive side of it, I was like, yeah, it might be sweeping. Again, we're still inside the first 15 minutes of the market. This thing could be looking for liquidity to get itself down there, and it could be, yeah, yeah, we're getting hit with 122 ticks. 122 ticks with this is like 500 bucks or so, maybe a little bit more than that, 600. But I'm just gonna hold on to this because we did break down all of these individuals. As long as it doesn't make a higher high, I should be okay. But that's a lot of momentum for them to come right on back, liquidating the more recent bears that just jumped into the market. Yeah, they're gonna hit my stop. They're forcing it up. They're probably gonna go ahead and retest that area. That's why stop losses are there. Protect you from ideas. We'll call it a day. It is what it is. Now I was up like 20 ticks, but I was looking for them to break the 200 EMA and then probably go ahead and come to the downside. But yeah, they just it's making it tough. Really nice hammer though. That was a really nice hammer. So that's why I was looking for continuation off of that. But we'll see. Maybe there's an order block somewhere around here that they're looking for. Patience. So we're down 600 bucks. Yeah, and that was the other part of it. I was like, the 15 minutes down at this lower register on my Stoke RSI, didn't like it. I do like it for this side only because the daily I thought they were going to pin it. And if we look at the weekly, we're on this supposedly this downside. We're supposed to continue down. Uh, all right, saying shift to. Oh, actually, this is more like a go. Okay, what they did is just liquidated some of the bears there. All right, let's come back over to the 15 minute. No need to rush to get inside of another trade. My alert is probably letting me know to go bullish, but I do think we're going to go right into an order block. So I'm not going to take that one. I'm still thinking about the overall theme and thesis behind here. It just does not look super strong upside. We may have something that looks like this for the first 15 minutes. Something like that. This and this. So we're going to see. While I wait, let's go look at CL. CL making any lower lows? Looks like it is. They try to push it back up. They couldn't. GC. Let's go look at that. Yeah, looks like it's getting weighed down. Let's see how silver looks. Not too epic of a downside, so I'm not too much of a fan on that one. All right, let's get back over to NQ. What? All right, so we got a little bit of a power up here on this NQ as they're pushing it up. See if the bears step into this. They like the bears are having a little bit of trouble with it. They're trying to hold this level and stay above it. Yeah, yeah, this is very interesting because if we take this trend line here and do it like this on this 15 minute, I could see that a little bit better because I just noticed my angle was just slightly off. Maybe that's why we're bouncing like this. They're probably really bouncing at 15 minute. That order block finishes somewhere around here. So we're talking about 20015. Maybe do a quick liquidation sweep, then dump. Yeah, we got like 5 more minutes into that 15 minute candle is over. Let me go ahead and log into some of my other accounts. Yeah, it's starting to break out. All right, they hit my stop loss on my other paper trade, which I had a feeling it was going to do that when we didn't break down. Yep, because my alert letting me know get out of there. Let me go grab my other account. That's this one. Trying to see what target that they're looking for, because now, oh, yeah, they're gonna have to fight with that order block. So let's see if they can get through that. That's probably what they're looking for. See if they can get through 20044. Maybe that's what they're looking for. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, yeah, that's why. I was like, wait a minute, why am I red? I don't have an account trade going overnight. And I was like, oh yeah, I remember. I took a swing trade on the ticker. All right, boom, 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 boom. All right, get the cues lined up. Look at that. They can't stop me out just to do that. I'm joking. I'm joking. They ain't do anything other than being in a ticker. All right, that was a couple of days ago. 618 level, roughly around 20. Is that 2010? 20? Yeah, 20010. Looks like it's having a little trouble there. All right, so that trade, it failed. Let me show y'all what it was. I was looking for it to get down into this target roughly. They picked it up, and yeah, we'll probably give it another shot if it actually presents itself. But that one was a failure. And that was paper because it's still a test. I like to test things like 100 times, 50 to 100 times before I make it official, so I can get a true percentage. Or what it does inside of that 100 times, it allows you to kind of practice it too, to see how to enter, how to exit. That way you're not kind of like forcing it in a way, or you have doubt and hesitation. The muscle memory kind of kicks in the more you kind of paper trade and back test. So paper trade, back test, keep the party going. All right, 9:45 is right around the corner. We got like 20 seconds left, and then we could go ahead and tap out our areas. So it doesn't look like what I said earlier, but this is the bottom, so I could put that there. Um, let's see, we're gonna get one more push. Three, two, one. All right, so now that's that. There's our range. Let's see what the market does with that information. Let me update some other charts here. Actually, did my micro close? Let me make sure my micro closed. Okay, it did close. Yeah, or it's like $100 to kind of see that kind of go by. All right, first minute is there. Is it trying to tweezer bottom? Feel like it's trying to bounce off of here and get in a full reversal and probably get back inside of here, but I won't be patient a little bit. I think we're gonna probably come back down to the bottom of this range, but maybe I might be wrong. It was a hard rejection of the yesterday's high. It looked like they're trying to take out yesterday's high. So I took a short like this, seeing if it come back to that range. It's probably gonna be tight because I am kind of trend trading. I'm gonna tighten it with like a 10 stop loss. All right, looks like it's looking good. I'll take my 38 ticks. That was quick, and I'm gonna take that out. Boom. Oh, saw that 24. I almost came and got me. I was just looking for a quick hit on that one. I apologize on that. I told myself I wasn't gonna scalp when I do these shows, but I just stared at the opportunity and I was gonna get my money back from my experiment from this morning. So got it back and I'm good right now. All right, so I just like green. That's all. As long as I can have a green day, I'm happy. But what's happening here, and what it looks like right now, it looks like they were trying to push it up, try to take out yesterday's high. Those that support it are starting to take some of their profits off the table. Maybe they were down in these areas here, probably even lower over here. Um, it doesn't look like they're going to accomplish that. So let's see if they can accomplish it above here. Yeah, you see that? Do you see how they buying it back up like that? I was like, because of its counter, I felt like there was going to be some issues in the middle of this. Yeah, on that last trade, I was like, I'm gonna take this 38, closed out my trade with that 38 ticks itself. But by the time I reacted to take off the paper trade, it got to like 24. So if we look at this, it was 125. Nah, probably got up to like 300, 200, $300, and I stopped out like with 200 and some change because now I'm green 100. But this one is actually only a 125 because by the time I stopped this, already pushed back up. Yep, they're trying to liquidate the bears here. Maybe get ourselves a double top. And I'll probably give y'all up to about 10:30 ish, maybe 10:45 if we get some good trades. Right now, this 15-minute looked like it wants to push right up. Look at my stochastic; it's pointing up. Um, 15 minutes is in the bullish side of everything. They're back above my trend line, this micro trend I had drew. Let me see how I drew this micro trend. Yeah, that was back here from Sunday. Not this one. This one. So I was looking at this angle here, and if we connect all here, actually, I'll take that back. If we connect all, get rid of this. If we connect all of here, because this is the one that made a higher high here. They tried to make a higher low here. They couldn't. They accumulated here to get back above here. They got above, and then they accumulated again under here, and then they're trying to get above. So there's a lot of force that's happening every time it gets under this trend line, trying to keep it above that trend line. So the market makers are just, they're being jerks right now. They really are trying to uh, consolidate this, probably get enough liquidity to get to that downside. Oh, look like that M is starting to pan out. We break below here. Oh, there it is. Get a nice little break. Get the rest of the value gap. Probably come down to this level here, roughly around 19,979. Let's see if that's possible. If I was to play this to the downside, I would probably target this 19,870. That's probably the area itself. Let me see what that would be. Grab my calculator. Get rid of this. Cost effective, more efficient. Yeah, probably. If it does pan out, I'll make the announcement of what I'm thinking. But right now, it looks like they're beating this up every time it gets to a certain level. So I am going to just prepare it as if I'm getting ready to go in them. And 100, there we go. And we'll see where it goes from there. That's all we can do at this point. So patience, 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 patience. Because if you try to play inside of this, look at what we did. We just got in out, 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 and then the range is getting tighter. That's inside of this 15 minute, and we got 6 minutes left. This one was probably a nice epic one because it was like in and out, and this one moved up about 474 points. This one's like 42. Got a nice little piece of that one. Um, let's look at it in a 1 minute. It's not really going anywhere. Mm-mm. A nice hammer. I like trades like that because sometimes I'll just, if it makes another lower low, I'll just, grab one. Almost did. Look like it's baiting. A new 5 minute candle coming in. Let's see. Get out of here. Get out there. And what I'm annoyed about is that I have another alert that I've just been working with. It's been working well for me, and it's this is day two. Day two, I have not seen one alert. Like I can't even play it. I think they did one over in London session, but now I like my sleep. I'm always in bed. You're trying to hold it above that 20,000. That 20,000 level is a very key level. All right, we got like 5 minutes left. Just gotta be patient. If we want to play strategies, you gotta let it come to you. Because you turn around and go get it, that's the one that's gonna be the one that costs you a lot of money. I used to have this ideology when I first started trading. I was like, I'll just keep adding as I'm waiting for my setup to get to there, and that was a bad idea. Very, very bad idea. Do not do that one either. Unless it's part of your plan at certain levels that is a demand or supply, it's a lot more useful doing that way. But just to sit there and accumulate a position, all you're doing is multiplying the effect when it breaks your area and hits your stop loss. So back testing, back testing. So after doing a couple of paper trades with that idea, I had to throw that out the window. So I stopped doing that quite a while back. Good morning to all those that's tapping in. If you're watching this on the recording, by all means, put a comment if there's something that you want me to look up, a ticker that you want me to just chart it out, put it on the screen, make it make sense for you, or maybe there's a position that you're curious on why it's going against you. Maybe I can point it out for you. By all means, I can. If you want something a little bit more private, inside the link is my one-on-one. You can book a one-on-one. You can do it there. But by all means, just take the opportunities that present yourself. Oh my God, this thing is just not going nowhere. Still accumulating. Accumulating up, I should say, not just accumulating. They try to hold it under that 20,000. One of my lower time frames looks like it's tied. Hold on. Okay, but this one's not. Okay, yeah, almost like it's accumulating up. So whatever downside momentum we had with them accumulating, it's almost like hitting a brick wall like this, and it just stopped. And as accumulate, and I guess a perfect visual. If you ever watched the movie Finding Nemo, right? And Finding Nemo, they were like, all right, keep pushing down, and they kept on pushing until they hit the floor there, and then now they scatter back the other way. It's like hitting that brick wall. You can't go any lower than down, right? And that's what it is. Like that, they got to that sea floor, boom, that's your support, boom, springs right back up. And I think that's what's happening at this wick right here on this 15 minute. We didn't come back and fill the entire value that was here, but as soon as it got roughly here, they were trying to push it. The Bears tried, and then now they're like, yeah, we ain't got nowhere else to go. So let's go. We push it back up, and then they get themselves completely out of there. All right, we're about to get to 10 o'clock. This is the news. New home sales is kicking in. If you're not in a trade, this is probably a good time for you to just scale to sit out. If you're in a trade, you might want to scale yourself out, lock in some profit to be on the safer side. If you're going to risk it, just understand what you are risking, because a lot can happen when news drops. Okay, so just keep that in mind. It'll be funny if it's like that Finding Nemo scene, and then out of nowhere they just bust through the floor and fill the rest of that fair value gap. It's possible. It's possible. All right, we got 15 seconds right now until this candle closes. They're still trying to hold it above 20,000. A nice push. Let me go see what the news said. It said existing home sales bearish for the dollar. Am I looking at the right thing? Yeah. Bearish for the dollar, bearish for the dollar. Everything is bearish for the dollar. So existing home sales, yeah, probably going to get a nice little push up because that should make the dollar drop. Let's go check out the dollar real quick, and we'll come back over to NQ. Look at gold. Gold is already pushing up after that. Look at that. The dollar just starting to lose some steam. You got some topping patterns with those wicks on top of it. So that's bearish for the dollar. Bearish for the dollar. Could this be a bait that everybody think that is going to keep on pushing up? Maybe, maybe. But we'll see. Well, we take the information that they present in front of us. Oop, let me take that short. See if I can get that. This is gonna be a quick scalp. I'm trying to see if I can capture this whole entire wick down here. I'm being a little greedy with this paper trade. It keeps on doing 18 and back and 18 and back. Let me get a stop loss on the screen. I might bring it to break even. One more. Okay, there we go. Bring it to break even. Like that. Give me one more push and we'll be best friends. I did not take this in my other account. I just wanted to see if this was going to pan out. I don't like playing news, you can tell. I want the whole wick. I want all of it. I want all of it. Because if it does, I could easily price tighten it up around here. Alright, so I had that break even. Yeah, I was going to tighten it up some more. Alright, now I'm going to tighten it up some more. Taking about 13. That would have been a good entry. Yeah, I guess I should have did this in my account. But I just don't like to play news. I hate news. I'm gonna tighten it up, see if they reject this area itself. I'm good with whatever I get. 96. If you want to know what 96 is, it's about $400. This would have been ah ah. I don't like news, but it's good to practice. I'll tell you that it's good practice to keep you in tune. A lot of volume comes in. Let me tighten this up some more because I had 100. I'll take 72. It's good practice because you can see good explosions, see what type of candles you're seeing and everything else, and how to react to them along the way. Um, what I'm mad about is that I was going to go ahead and announce taking the 478 puts on that, but I didn't want to do it with news. I wanted to do it with the orb, and it looks like I should have did it with the news. Look at this. This thing is gone. Let's bring it over to the 618 and see how this goes. We're coming to that trend line. Actually, I'm going to tighten this up a lot more because that trend line has been tough. Give me one more push. One more push. Because I did tighten it up. This is where I tighten it up too. That would give me 100, but I want to tighten it up to here. But the only way I'm going to tighten that up, I want it to hit this trend line somewhere flush against here to know, is there any more bears around? But I'll take the 99 if I have to. So I'm trying to give it some room. Yes, I'm risking like about 50 ticks. 50 times 5, $250 or so is what it is. Okay, looks like they stopped me out. I'm out of there. So I was playing with a little bit of market money. You see, 490. That was a good trade. Kind of made up for my other trade where I lost like 600. That's okay. You know what I'm saying? Um, let's just wait. Let's see if we can get another setup. Right now, we're still inside of the opening range. That's where we are. We got a wide range, and it's probably going to be something that we're going to be dancing back and forth for a little bit. Um, which side's going to accumulate? Is it the Bears that's going to accumulate and we bust under that 19,933 level? Or is it going to be the Bulls? They take over, push back up above 20,000 and continue the uptrend? A lot of questions here. So if there's questions and you're confused and you're having doubt, don't look for an entry. Don't look for a setup for your entry because then you'll put yourself inside of the market and it's probably not the best climate. Um, but the stochastic is pointing straight up. I think the Bulls have a lot of control on it right now. Um, let me see my 45 minute. Let's see what this one's doing. 45 minute. Yeah, the Bulls are having control. They're having their way. Um, it just depends if the Bears are going to. I hope you understand what I'm saying, Bulls and Bears. If you're too new for Bulls and Bears, let me know. Book a one-on-one. Let me break down all of that for you. Link is inside the description. And boom, like that. So if the Bears can control it like that, and then we kind of consolidate like inside of that triangle that you're seeing right there, because again, I was tightening up my stop because this level has been respected, right? This is the whole reason. Why was it respected? It was respected for something that happened here and here. That's the whole reason, right? And you can see they're starting to bounce that bad boy back up. So if I'm looking for an opportunity for me to play this, I would look for multiple things. It could be something short. Well, whatever downtrend is happening here, they're probably going to break in and just completely remove that trend line in itself. Like they're just going to destroy that thing. So we play it to the upside. But if by some chance it follows and gets into that 19,933 level, yeah, this thing's probably going to like go into a very deep dump cycle along the way. So patience, patience, patience. That would have been a good reversal trade right here if I got into that there. Especially with the stochastic of the 15 being on that side. Mm-hmm. All right, I'll be right back. Yeah, I kind of bloopered that one, so I don't know if they're gonna jump into here, but yeah, I kind of bloopered just a little bit. I got wrapped up on explaining this that I forgot at 10 o'clock I was supposed to start up a Zoom. All right. We'll probably do, yeah. I'll probably give YouTube space. Give y'all another 5 minutes as I wait for them to kind of chime in if they if they don't get themselves wrapped up in their own trades too. Um, Compound. Actually, let me test that one. This is another test one I've been doing. This one is telling me I need to go ahead and we're buying that bad boy. All right, let's take a small buy. And if it comes across that entry again, probably take another buy. That was the first exit. I'm probably gonna go for the second exit. Second exit is probably gonna be north of here. See if I can get that audio. All right. Actually, I'm gonna pause this.
Recording stopped.
All right. Come on. Oh, looks like it doesn't have the steam for it. Saw it on the kids. Give me a second. Nah. Yeah, that one's not a good test. Look at that. This is what it cost me 73 ticks. That one is so tricky because the first set is supposed to give me like a yeah, let me just close that out. The first set is supposed to give me like a nice little explosion and then I could take majority. So if I was doing something like a heavy amount of contracts, it'll just explode, boom, get up to that level, take all that contracts off, get it off the table, and then I could just leave one runner. That's the design of it. Because right there it says new position 5, and then here new position is 1. So I was aiming for the second TP, and that did not work out well. But the good thing about it, taking money off the table. How much did that cost me? Cost me a chunk of what I just got. You jerks. But it's okay. Just testing our theories. And plus, the stoke is still pointing up here. That's what happens with the middle of the orb. And the little ones. Don't have kids. Don't have kids. No, I'm just playing. I love them. I love them. They really are trying to get this thing to stay bullish. And you can see with this 15-minute doji, I'm not too much of a fan of it. And I think they know if this thing busts out the bottom of this orb, it's done. It's just it's going to go to the dirt. So I think they're trying to catch it here. Yeah, they're trying to catch it here. And plus, that was yesterday's orb level as support. It'll be funny if this thing just takes off and then hits my TP on my second TP. Because technically, I'm supposed to stay in the trade, irregardless. I haven't learned how to kind of tweak it to put a stop loss while I have a runner. For some reason, it's like a glitch that I can't really code that. I'm probably gonna have to like really take like a Pine script class or something. Um, but yeah, it looks like it's going to my TP. So to have reckless abandon and just let it do whatever it does or wants to do while I'm waiting for it to get to TP with the runner is just silly. I'm not doing that, but that's what the calculation says. It's still in the trade, and it's going to probably give me an alert when it hits the either triggers a new entry or it triggers the take profit. A new entry to the downside, of course. Not a new entry back to upside, because this one's the upside one. So it's either reversal, which in the middle of a range trade, you keep reversing and it just stays in the middle. It just keeps liquidating you or costing you money in that case. Can't make higher highs. Let's see. Probably do a short. if this thing breaks down. I'm looking for it to kind of like break down its level, or is this a bear trap? Trap the bears and liquidate them as they get pinned, possibly. So, patience, folks, patience. Wait for it to do what you want it to do. I'm setting myself up for the Zoom. Mm-hmm. This 15 minutes is it's struggling to pick a direction. It still wants to be bullish. Dollar is gaining back strength. They're probably gonna make another high here, because I'm looking at a possible lower time frame divergence, bearish divergence. That could actually pan out. All right, see, they hit my TP. Oh, that was so jerkish. That was so wrong. You jerks. But it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. So that's still a little. I want to find a way to fix that. Like I said, I'm gonna probably take like a Pine Script class at somebody's college or something, maybe, and figure it out. Because there's got to be a way I can code for it to take profit. I mean, to have a stop loss, maybe even re-enter. Because if I could have had it completely closed off, then I could probably had pivoted into something else. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just so annoying. It looked like somebody in my community did well. All right, nice. 1K for the day. 1K a day keeps the bill collectors away. I like it. Let's get it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the share button. That way, some of your friends and family can go ahead and see some of this stuff here. But this one, it's doing that break of the downtrend. I'm on a way to this is completely over on the 15 minute before I actually take this relatively serious for the upside. But it does look like we're going to get an orb breakout to the upside. Actually, let me prepare myself. I have no targets on the upside. I am tripping. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. I planned for the downside. All right, my target is probably going to be here. We're getting a breakout. Getting a breakout. 488 is probably the calls I am going to go with if this thing shows me something strong of a hold. think I might be tardy to the party a little bit. And I still see possible bearish divergences with this, even though we're pushing up. But you can see downtrend line destroyed, bang. Downtrend destroyed, bang. Just like that. Those downtrends just get destroyed. Actually, let me go ahead and have this recorded for my community.
Recording in progress.
Now I can send them a video of this later. All right. That's too much. Let's do it like that. It's breaking down. Are you breaking down? I was looking for something totally different on that setup. I almost took it up, but it looks like they came back for a little bit. Patience, 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 patience. What's about? Okay, YouTube space. I'll give y'all up to 10:30. I think that'll be good content for y'all, and how these trend lines work and all that good stuff. Hopefully you made some money in the process. Hopefully this helps you if you're watching on the recording on planning out your trades a little bit. And it's not holding that area. And that's why you have to wait for candle close. This is one of those examples. Candle close is very important. So XNA on the 488 nay. That's tossed out the window at this point. What would that have cost me if I got into that? That would have cost me about $100 there. Ooh, $200 over there. Oh yeah, gonna shut that idea down. Now, if this thing does what it did yesterday, this is going to be another annoying day. Because what we did yesterday on that opening range, we looked like we was going to break out the top, right? And then when we looked like we was going to break out at the top, it failed. And then it dumped. And then it dumped to the bottom of the range. And when it dumped to the bottom of the range, it looked like we would never come back. And then it recovered all the way with a slow, creepy, crawly, all the way, step, all the way back up. And it was just so annoying. Very possible that it can repeat itself because the market is all the summation of everybody that exists in the market, right? The regular players. So if it's the same players from yesterday, they might do the same thing they did yesterday because the market makers are looking to make money and they run specific playbooks. So just patience. Just patience. Nice little rejection there. I thought about an upside from inside of here. Actually, let me do this thesis because again, the 15 is above here. 1 minute probably needs to go ahead and retrace a little bit, and maybe it's tired for this downside. So I'm looking for a possible cross up, and yep, and it looks like that's that cross up. Let's see if this holds. See if I can get my $395 that I lost on that test pilot back. There we go. Oh, 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 come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Shimon! I'm gonna tighten this up to possibly 17. Oh, right when I was about to tighten it up. Come on, let me get that 17 back. Let me get that old thing back. Them bears are hard. Oh, there we go. Give it. Oh, oh, come on. Shimon. Ah, this thing is gonna be difficult, aren't it? Although we could at least recapture that top side again. There we go. There we go. Ah, come on. I was gonna put in 17 there. All right, 17. 17 stop loss. There we go. Finally can lock in some profit. Right now, I made up 165 of that $300 I lost. Suppression. They are not letting that thing go. Let it go. Yep. I'll take that. 75 bucks. That's all right. Took some of it. It got as much as 40. That was a nice little scalp, but it's being difficult. All right, I'm gonna see if they recapture again. If it recaptures again, I'll take it up again, but it can't break support. And it broke support. I am not taking it up. We'll leave that alone again. That 488 looks really, really dismal now. Now, here's the curious thing. They try to pop it up around here. I may turn around. Oh, sorry, YouTube. Gonna have to end it here. I'll see y'all later.